Imagine walking alone at night and you hear a whisper.
Do you think I'm beautiful?
Most people would shrug it off as their imagination. But in Japan, that question has a history. And tonight, we're breaking into the truth behind the country's most chilling urban legends, Kuchisake Onna, Teke Teke, Hachishaku-sama, and asking one thing. Are these stories pure folklore? Or did they bleed into real, true crime? Investigating Japan's urban legends, fact or fiction. Urban legends are everywhere, but Japan's, they hit different. Maybe it's the mix of ancient ghost folklore, dense cities, and real tragedies that shape these stories. Some are warnings, some are hysteria, and some were born from actual crimes. Let's start with the slit-mouthed woman. The story exploded in the late 1970s. Kids across Japan swore a woman with a surgical mask and a mutilated smile followed them home. Panic hit so hard that schools deployed teachers and police to escort children. Here's the truth. There was never a confirmed attacker, no killer, no mutilated woman. But the mass panic, that was real. Some reports suggest the legend spread the same time several stalking incidents were happening around the region. Facts twisted into something monstrous. Police received calls about a suspicious woman, but every sighting was contradictory. Sometimes she vanished. Sometimes she ran. Sometimes she floated. The legend changed depending on who told it. But the fear stayed the same. Years later, a rumor started circulating that a real woman had inspired the legend. The story claimed she was disfigured in a botched surgery or injured in a domestic violence incident. Another version said she escaped from a psychiatric hospital before dying in a car accident. Her vengeful spirit left to wander. None of these stories were ever verified. Not one hospital record, not one police report, nothing. But to a frightened society, rumors felt like facts. Here's where things get interesting. Around the same time the legend was spreading, there were genuine reports of stalking and attempted abductions in several prefectures. Is it possible kids overheard adults talking about these incidents and fused the fear with imagination? Urban legends grow in the gaps. When information is missing, minds fill in the darkness with something even worse. Japan in the late 70s was dealing with a rise in violent crimes involving children, rare but shocking. When horrible things happen and explanations feel too mundane or too painful, people turn to stories. Stories help them understand the fear by giving it a face. Kuchisake Onna became that face. Not real witness testimony, but drawn from actual documented claims from the 1979 panic. In one documented claim from 1979, a group of 3 schoolchildren in Gifu said a masked woman hovered behind them for several blocks. Another child said he heard the sound of scissors snapping shut behind him, but when he turned, no one was there. None of these reports were verified, but the consistency of the stories, that's what disturbed parents the most. The slit-mouthed woman may never have stalked Japan's streets, but the fear she sparked was very real. Panic, rumors, shadows mistaken for a predator. And our journey doesn't end here. Next time, we dive into one of Japan's most violent modern legends. Teke Teke, a story with roots tangle in tragedy, accidents, and claims of sightings that continue today. Urban legends say more about people than ghosts. They expose what a society worries about and what it tries to understand when reality gets too heavy to face head on. Now it's your turn. Tell me which Japanese urban legend you want to see investigated next, and whether you think any of these stories could have real-world origins we haven't uncovered yet. Because sometimes, the truth hides in the stories we fear the most.